Hi, friends. How are you? I hope you guys are doing well this Saturday. I wanted to come here and share basically a blueprint that I have created for myself when I was building my business as a tax and accounting advisor. So, if you don't know my story, I was actually an activity director for more than 20 years. And at the same time, I started preparing taxes. And so when we made the transition, I made the transition slowly, of course. I eventually had moved from California to Arizona, and this was back in 2017. So we have now been here in Arizona for it's going to be 7 years now and love it, right? My husband and I really enjoy living here in Arizona, and we have established ourselves here. We have a couple of properties already. So I've slowly grown my business with not just myself, but the support of my husband and of course my staff. So I have contractors and I also have employees within my office. And so I wanted to share a few of my key points of making sure that you are growing your business, okay, as a tax person, or maybe an advisor, or let's say you just do bookkeeping, okay. I'm going to encourage you to do a couple of different services, right? Why? Because this is going to help you create and make more money, okay? Have you have recurring income, because just taxes, and I'm sure you've heard, the different things that are happening right now. The IRS is opening a window for individuals to do their own taxes. Of course, there are going to be limitations there, but it's still important to know that, look, the industry is evolving, okay? And so we need to get better at it. And we need to learn even more as we're working through the industry. So here are a few points. I'm going to be looking at my notes because I wish I could remember everything, but I can't. So a couple areas I wanted to share with you guys was one is, make sure that you have a foundation to what is it that you want. Your goals are really important as you're building your business, and your personal goals are going to come into play in your business as well. Why? Because your time will be divided between your family, yourself, and I think that's really important. Okay. So goals are really important. Okay. So I would say that you want to focus on the foundation. So if you're going to be doing taxes, if you're going to be preparing tax returns, then you need to identify that with your clients and identify that that's all you're going to be doing for them is preparing their taxes. Because let me tell you, from the beginning, I've always wanted to help my clients even more. The issue with that is that they don't pay us enough to advise them on what they're doing. Okay. So tax preparation, advisory is completely different. Bookkeeping, different. Payroll, different. Sales taxes, different. These are all the services we provide in our firm. We are a small firm here in the city of Mesa. We have 4 staff members, and I do have a couple of contractors outside of my office that do all of our back end onboarding, offboarding, client. And then we have a marketing great guy that helps us with all of our posts and our promotions, things like that are going on in the office. Now, I did not start this way, okay? I started scrappy. I'm still scrappy, but I started scrappy and making sure that I was doing what I needed to do in order to build my business. When I made the decision to go full time, I left my W 2 job, I planned for it, I let it all go, which means that I burned the boats. I burned the boats. I didn't have a second, plan B. I had plan A and I was focused on that plan. Okay. So here we go. So you want to make sure that you have your foundation. So, what are the services that you are going to be providing to your clients? Taxes, bookkeeping, sales taxes, payroll. Are you going to be helping them with permits in the city or whatever that might be if they're going to be opening a business? The next thing is that yes, you want to focus on a niche, but I will say that you want to focus on that as your marketing. Okay, so if you're going to focus on restaurants, or you're going to focus on cannabis companies, or you're going to focus on construction or landscaping companies, whatever that may be, focus on one company so that you can learn all the intricacies of that company, because every company is a little bit different, okay? And it'll make your job a lot easier. Okay, so from there, you want consistency, of course, and commitment, right? Every single day, at the beginning, yes, it's like a job because you are building a business for yourself for your future. So, yes, you have moved in from having a W 2 job to now becoming an employee of your own company. Okay. So, that comes with commitment and consistency as well. Okay. So, if you learn that from your job, when you have a business, you need to be consistent, um, and really committed to what your goal is. Okay. So, consistency, commitment. The next thing is you want to leverage your softwares or streamline your operations. What do I mean by that? You need SOPs, standard operating procedures. Why? Because when you are at a point when you are going to hire a staff member or maybe a virtual assistant, you need to know what you're going to be delegating to them before you hire them. This is really, really important. Okay. Now, next thing, of course, delegation, right? The moment you can hire someone, here's where I would say that you will know when you need to hire someone. You need to hire someone when you can't respond to emails anymore, or phone calls, or text messages from your clients. At this point, you need to hire someone because it is a lot more painful for you to do your business or your job if and when you don't have someone that's helping you. Okay? So, really important. Okay. Next thing is you want to establish your marketing strategies. How are you going to market your services? Are you going to market it through Facebook, through Instagram? What is going to be your platform? Pick two and stick to them. So if it's going to be Facebook, if it's going to be YouTube, then do that. Okay? All right. Next one is learn how to manage your cash flow. This is really, really important. You need to look at your numbers every single day until you know what's coming in and what's going out. Okay? Really important, because I will tell you that I have a lot of clients that unfortunately, when they don't look at their numbers on a regular basis, they have no idea where they're at. So that's really important. Okay? And the next one I would say is that, we're on a journey, right? Nothing's going to be perfect. Nothing's going to be, amazing every single day. I say 50-50. As long as 50 of my days are great, and of course 50 of the other days are not going to be as great, right? So half and half. I would say that if I have 7 days out of the week and half of them were great, that is a plus for me, right? The other thing that I've learned is the 80-20 rule. So if you can delegate something and 80% of it is right, you're good to go. All right, guys, I hope that helped. If you guys have any questions or any, you want to learn more on how I have established my business up to even past the 250 mark, I'll see you soon.